Here we go today, folks. Inside Cycling World. What an awesome event to be part of here. This is the Echelon Racing League, round one. We'll be covering Category B men's racing today. A little bit late to the stream here. I thought I had it set up for 5 minutes before. That's kind of the way I usually do these things. Let me just check to make sure everything's working here good first. Down in the studio, as I like to call it, the 10 by 10 cube of cycling domination, the occasional tears, and a lot of sweat. But anyways, folks, this is how we do it around here. I cover a lot of bike racing, love cycling, been an avid cyclist all my life. Really got back into it about 8 years ago now. Totally about inside cycling. So I do a lot of race commentary. I do a lot of exploration challenges. I'm all over the place, folks. All over the place. Let's just get into the event here. I wanted to show you guys something real quick. It's loading up right now, folks. 28 riders in right now. I did notice here before that we do have 53 registered. 53 riders registered in the Category B men's event. So how I'll do this, with the way it's starting, we're down to 4.5 minutes to go, folks. Everyone better be piling in. Hopefully everyone's clicking in. I see Cy Bradley's here. There's names I recognize here too, folks. Lots of names. Of course, everyone knows Cy Bradley. Cy, thanks for getting everything figured out for me this morning. But there are names here I know too. I know there's several Canadians. Just in case you don't know, a lot of you will be first-timers here at Inside Cycling World. My name's Colin. Colin Emerson. This is what I do, folks. Love it. I pretty much stream every day of the week. Lately on MyWhoosh, I've been doing all the OTR virtual events with James Ogilvy. Started the Columbia series with Johan Moreno. Just great guys to work with. I've also been doing stuff with the Level NSA Academy, Eric Rinborg. Super great guys. If I can help them in any way or I can help you guys out, just let me know. Send me a message. You'll find me on Instagram. You'll find me on Facebook. You'll find me on YouTube. Just reach out. I respond to everyone. Did want to show you guys something really cool here right now. So we do have the new camera mode right now, is what I'm seeing anyways. This popped up yesterday. It's really cool. Really cool. Let's just pause it right there. Take a look at the sign in the background, folks. Echelon Racing Promotions. Really cool to see this here. And let's just keep rotating around. We've still got 3 minutes to go here, folks. So I'm hoping more riders pile in. I will say that I just discovered the camera mode yesterday, this new stuff. I'm not a pro at it, but I'll get pro. Don't you worry. I'm not sure if it's fully enabled for me yet, but that's cool. Let's have a little look here. So we see the MyWhoosh sign there. Echelon Racing Promotions, MyWhoosh, Tacx. Take a look at that, folks. Right up here, we got Tacx. Super awesome chips. I buy them once in a while when I hit the Walmart. I see them up there. They're always like in a little special area. And I live in Alberta, Canada, just north of Calgary. I'm at the foothills of the Canadian Rocky Mountains. And so I live in a small town north of Calgary, about an hour out. And whenever I'm cruising around the Walmart, Tacx are in one special area. They're the chips that just blow my mind. Love them. So, folks, what I wanted to talk about here too quickly is, where do I have that stuff? I think it's here too. Let's talk about the sponsors for the events. You know, we've got Wahoo. I know for a fact that they provide equipment. This is all about educating, equipping, and empowering disabled veterans. I think it's expanded from there. I've been trying to absorb as much of the details as I can recently here. I'm just going to jump into the chat for a session here. Okay, viewers. Yeah, awesome, guys. Awesome. I love this. Remember, riders, this is going to be the Category B men's. And because all these rides take off at the same time, I'm going to stick with the men for now. But I'm going to focus on one main group every week. Remember, this is a 6-week event starting today, December 7th. And we run through, I think it's right to January 18th. I believe it's then. You can check all the info out. I'm trying to find, here's the event schedule. Let me have a quick look. We still got 1 minute, 10 seconds to go, folks. This is kind of my style. This is how I do it over here. I'm super pumped about this. When you hear stories about farm animals, the occasional donkey that's roaming loose, piglets. That's all part of this. It's all me, folks. It's all me. When you hear a bunch of birds cackling a little while, that's my wife Joey's birds. They just kind of make noises. Down to a minute to go, folks. Down to a minute. Let's close the camera off for now. The rotational camera. I only see 32 right now. Hopefully we got more riders coming in. Bryant Kelly here. Gregory Tafoya, Joseph Paulson, Douglas Hackleton, Randall Warren, Cy Bradley. Remember, folks, when the camera's on you, make sure you emote. I love the emotes. It's all good stuff. Something I want to look at here too is, sponsors, Tacx. Support them, folks. MyWhoosh, it's the best. Wahoo, come on, the equipment, spectacular, and also Good Life Nutrition. Folks, if you can support those companies anyway, please do so. Folks, we're off. We're off. So what are we doing today? We're doing the Golden Gate course. 3 laps, 36.3 kilometers. I think it's approximately 300 meters of climbing. I do have the map turned off for now. I just want to check my OBS here. Okay, I'm in the top corner there, as you can see me. Hi, folks. This is me. Down in the 10x10 cube. It's in the bunker. I always tell people the archives are over here. It's kind of in a vault area. It's actually just my spare bedroom, okay? It's just a spare bedroom. But I do everything down here. This is where I do all the broadcasts from. This is where I do my bike training from. My trainer is right here. My trainer is right beside me here. Right now, you see me resting my arm? I've got my arm sitting on my bike seat. It's all right here, folks. It's kind of my chill out room. It's kind of where I get away from the world, where I just take in all the cycling I can. So folks, this course, I reconned it this week. I rode it myself. It's tough. It's tough for sure. Very tough racing here. Let me get back to riders that are on board. Hey riders, don't forget too that, you can donate to riders here. If you go to the Echelon Racing League's website, check out the info, look for the participants, and you can see all of your favorite riders there. Maybe it's an uncle, a brother, a son, maybe it's your dad. Why not donate? It's all for a good cause, folks. All for a good cause. This all goes towards Project Echelon, nonprofit. It's Eric and the other guy's name, I forget his name. I think he was the first person that they kind of got into it. I apologize. His last name's Beach. There's some good videos. Check him out. It's very motivational to me. Very motivational and inspiring too. Let's get back into the chat here. Very quiet in the chat today, folks. Live chat is enabled. I think, ooh, maybe it's not enabled. Which is probably, that might be a good thing for me. Might be a good thing to keep me less distracted. So yeah, 31 concurrent viewers right now. Awesome stuff, folks. I think he just set me a record. Awesome. Just shows the power of inside cycling, indoors exercise. In the mix, folks. So we've been hanging out with Scott Farrell. Here's a Canadian. Like I said, Jacques Rusinek. I've seen this guy all over MyWhoosh. Good to see these names here. Let's bounce right up. I think this group is going to stick together really solid. Jose Montero Oviedo. I think I rode with the cyclist on this course this week. We can put the map on briefly. You can see we're rotating around. So how this route starts, you start inside. Ooh, and look at the speed, folks. Cruising along at 50k an hour right now. There's going to be little rollers we're going to be taking before. It's like a little tour of the city before you actually head out. You go out across the bridge. Then you get a little surprise on the other side, folks. Little surprise on the other side. Looks like we do have a very late starter here. Someone missed the start chute. Hopefully they can power and get on. I can see them on the map right now. Look at the yellow dots here. There's one rider at the back. Let's see if we can figure out who that is. Here's Cy Bradley. Ooh. We're going to hit the camera here, folks. Let's have a little look around through the field here. Jonathan Bisson, right behind him, a Canadian rider. I think Jonathan's from Quebec City in Quebec. Folks, if you've never been there, go. It's like the closest you'll get to being in Europe in North America. The walled city of Quebec City, the oldest walled city in North America, by the way, is fantastic. I haven't been there since my 20s. Bryant Kelly here as well, another Canadian. Albert Chan, let's go down through the list here. Cy Bradley, folks, there's the Golden Gate Bridge in the background. I'm going to try to find out who that rider is. Ishikawa, this name seems very familiar to me. Very familiar. It looks like that rider might have gotten on. 32 riders in the mix. Okay, so it's Jamie Furman here, who's trying to get back on, going hard, trying to make it back there. There may be some let off. Maybe it'll give Jamie a chance to jump on. Marvin Angarita here. This guy, such a hitter, folks. Colombian rider, obviously. I've seen him at a few races. He was most recently at the Colombian series that Johan Moreno puts on. I've been working with Johan to create this league with him to try to grow community racing on MyWhoosh. It's working, folks. It is working 100%. Marvin showed up. Johan is a great source of information for me. And we're just going to let the camera rotate so you can take in all the scenery of the background. Check out how fantastic this world looks. I am running the MyWhoosh HD here. So yeah, it looks spectacular. Fans, you name it, folks. But let's hang out with Marvin here for a second. Marvin is super legit, folks. So he showed up for stage 2 of the Columbia series. Again, that's Johan Moreno's event. Legit cyclist, folks. Legit rider. Kind of done it all. Do you want to know how? Go to Pro Cycling Stats. Type in that name. Boom. If you're on Pro Cycling Stats, you're doing something right. Am I right? You are doing something right. So great to see him here. That's what I'm really finding super cool about riding on MyWhoosh is you never know who's going to show up. I look at some of the names and I'm like, well, I don't know this guy. Then all of a sudden I find out, oh, you've ridden in Europe. You've done the Tour of Colombia. Incredible athletes on MyWhoosh, and we've got a huge group of them here today, folks. Huge group here. Let me just quickly jump back here. Oh, Christopher Evans. Okay. Hey, Chris, nice to see you. Trainer broke, so I'm watching today. Oh, that's tough. Chad Ritchie in the mix again. Hey, Chad, good to see you. Chad, spectacular racing here, dude. I hope you come and join us at some point over on MyWhoosh. There's some great stuff coming up this year. I'm going to put a couple more videos today. Yeah, it's fantastic. Here's Ishikawa, Anthea Cilia. Let's get right to the front, folks. We've got John Wakefield here. Everyone's sticking together. Now, riders, we've crossed the bridge. Patrick Caldwell, Andrea Baldi, Douglas Hackleton, Reagan Clark, Dave Young leading the front right now. Guys, we're coming up to the Hawk Hills. Maybe it's just Hawk Hill. This thing caught me off guard. So we're heading through a little bit of a tunnel scene here. We're going to start climbing right away. I had no idea this was there. I should have, because San Francisco is known for all its deadly climbs. To think of a few that I've actually ridden now, virtually, Old La Honda, that's on the south side. South of San Francisco itself, you've got Kings Mountain, like just awesome climbing up there. I think I've said in a few of my videos, you could probably become a world-class cyclist, a climber anyways, if you lived around San Francisco. They got El Diablo there too. I think Mount Hamilton's nearby. So many awesome climbs. This Hawk Hill is no joke. Prepare for it to obliterate the entire field. It may not happen this lap, but it's probably going to happen later. I had no idea what was coming. You could see it on the profile on the top of the screen here. It's a wall. It's only 1 kilometer long, but it's going to smash people. And if there's any accelerations off the front, we're going to see riders flying out the back. They got to do this 3 times. On my group ride that I did it on, which turned into a race, don't they always? I love it. I did it twice, and that was kind of enough for me that day. I thought, yep, I've experienced it. Yeah, it just hits really hard. So I think this banner here, this archway, signifies the start of the Hawk Hill climb. Got MyWhoosh over on the side here. Remember, folks, you can donate to any of these riders you see here. Go to the Echelon Racing League site, and you will find a donate button for each individual cyclist here. Monies do go to the Project Echelon project. This is kind of where you have to start thinking about, ooh, we're going to start climbing here. It's this bridge that swoops up to the right. This is when you first realize, okay, this is going to be no joke. You get a little bit of respite on the other side, and then we start climbing. Fantastic race course. This is modeled on the real climb. Obviously, not everything's going to look exactly the same, but That's what makes this such a fun platform to ride on. Check out the big bear up top there. Let's do a little camera rotation here so everyone can have a little look around, check out the scenery. There's a giant bear up here. We're looking around, hanging out with David Young here. We got Hendrik van der Sant on the front. Joseph Paulsen pushing up now. Joji Ishikawa. If I butcher your names, guys, it's just the way it's going to be for now. Like I said, if you ever catch me online, let's go back to Jonathan Bisson here. Here's a Quebec rider. Yeah, love it. Quebec City, folks. If you ever want a fun getaway to get your taste of Europe for the weekend, check it out. There's so much history there. Fantastic. Martin Coffey, your American rider. Stephen Newman. Cy Bradley here. Again, Cy, thanks for all the help today getting me hooked up here. Pushing hard here now, folks. We're in that 10% range here. Cy's pushing 5.5, 6 watts a kilo up this hill. Cy used to do a lot more racing on MyWhoosh. Looks like he's on the comeback trail now, folks. On the comeback trail. Marvin Angrita pushing. Check this overhead cam here, folks. I love this now. This is fantastic. Back to the riders. Again, folks, just for fun, for giggles today, jump on Pro Cycling Stats, type in that name you see on the screen right now, and get educated on that dude. He's super serious. And I'm thinking Jose Oviedo. I could be wrong. I thought this rider was with me at my group ride. I'm going to stop the rotation of the camera here for a second. Yeah, there was a rider with me. I think I caught them, and then they dropped out. They actually were just a bit ahead of me. They dropped out, came back, and still caught me and passed me again. Look at that monster truck on the side of the road there, folks. David Young pushing hard at the front. 6 watts a kilo up here, riders. Again, this is like the elite stuff riding here, folks. This is fantastic. Bouncing back through the field. Let's see what's going on. Roy, there's groups forming now, folks. Groups forming now. Looks like we have a group of 9 at the front. Little gap to Dave Garguilo here. Joe Myers right there too. Hendrik van der Sant 6 seconds back, riding with John Wakefield at the moment. Bryant Kelly is there as well. Patrick Caldwell bringing up the back 4. Jacques Roussenik. Gotta be from Quebec, I would imagine. Just with that name. Andrea Baldi here. Everyone's trying to get back on, folks. They're trying to get back on. Pushing up this hill. Everyone's riding at their own pace now. Bryant Sensig here. Brent Sensnig here. I'll just probably call him Brent. How about that, folks? Everyone, names are going to be short. Albert Chan here. Reagan Clark. Austin Urch. Stephen here. I always struggle with the flags, but that is the Australian flags, folks. Look for that extra little star underneath the Union Jack there. That's how you know it's Australia and not New Zealand. They don't like to be confused. I'll tell you that. Joji Ishikawa here. Moving back, folks. I saw this name earlier too. We're just going to say Ioannis for now. The first name here, I'm going to struggle with that. Jonathan Bisson at the front, folks. We're now going down the other side. Where this takes us back to the Golden Gate Bridge. That's where we're going to see our bigger, more powerful riders maybe try to do a bit of a push. I know when I did my recon ride, even though it was just a group ride, it got racy. I had about a 23-second lead going up that climb. There was 3 riders chasing me hard. They pulled back within 5 seconds. I got on the flats here, and I was able to use, my skill set, being that I'm a little bit bigger of a rider, to push generally more power on the flats. So let's say my 3 watts a kilo is 270. Their 3 watts a kilo might have only been 180. So on these flat sections, I have a bit of an advantage. It looks like that's what Jonathan's trying to do right now. Oh yeah, love these cameras. Love it. Awesome stuff, MyWhoosh. Awesome. Jonathan at the front here. Let's go back to Marvin here. Keeping an eye on him. Marvin's right at the front. Martin Coffey. David Young. Let's see how many we got left in this group. They might have came back together. Looks like we got 10 riders in front. Cy Bradley right there too, folks. Cy Bradley. Hey guys, check out Cy Bradley's live coaching sessions on MyWhoosh. I've only ever done one, and I absolutely loved it. And Cy, I apologize I haven't been able to make it back. They kind of coincide with another race commentary I do. It gives me an 8-minute window to try to get ready when I'm soaked in sweat, shredded. This is something I do, guys. And I'm a little bit shell-shocked before my commentary. So I probably need a shorter workout. That would be good for me. But yeah, size workouts are incredible. I did the 30-30. I loved it. There was probably 25 or 26 of us in there. Size on screen riding with you. The banter, the fun music. Love it. Best thing going out there. 6 seconds back, we got Joe Meyer here. Looks like riding solo. He can see them just up in the distance. 3 seconds back, we got a group of 4, which is Patrick, Hendrick, John Wakefield, and Brian Kelly here. Let's see if we got any more riders nearby. Yeah, it's those 4. A further 18 seconds back, we've got Stephen Newman here, the Australian rider. Reagan Clark, Brent, Albert Chan, Jacques Rusinik, Gregory Tafoya, Austin Urch, Joseph Paulson. Here comes the freight train up, folks. The reinforcements are coming. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Get it. This is awesome stuff here. Daniel Neusbauer from Germany. Just hanging off the back here. Get in there, dude. Get in there. Looks like he's going to pull himself back. We're waiting for the numbers to light up green. Then we'll know he's safely ensconced in the draft. Get in that draft, dude. Once you're in, you're safe. You start falling out, you're going to be in a world of hurt. Bouncing back a little bit further, we got Andre Baldi here. Another nice group here, folks. Oh, sorry. Andre's right up there too with that group. So we got a nice group of riders here. Looks like there's like at least 10 of them together. We will bounce back a little bit more. We're going to go back to John Burton here, ahead of Anthony by 20 seconds. These are all going to change as we go. Like that hill climb obviously blew the field apart. It's going to happen again. And we're going to see some of those riders that are in the front group right now, those 10 hitters up front, some of them might fall out and start drifting back into these other groups. Joji Ishikawa here, Jeff DeGuide, Randall Warren, all strong riders here, folks. Douglas Hackleton, Jamie Furman. So Jamie is the rider that unfortunately missed the start chute. Knowing me, I'd probably doing stuff like that. The dog, your dog had an accident on the floor and you're like, what do I do? There's been times where I'm clicking in to my shoes with 30 seconds to go. Insanity, folks. Insanity. Yeah, that left corner there, watch that corner too. So I did an awesome recon of this. I experienced this during the group ride recon I did. I'm going to be doing so much training, but I love it. You got to watch these corners here because the end comes really fast. Actually, in the top of the mini map right now, you can just see it's a little tiny line right at the top. You're going to take a right-hander, a left-hander, and then another quick left, and you're at the finish line. That finishing banner, you'll be on it before you really see it. So be prepared for that. This part was a really cool part for me on the group ride because I managed to bridge. I got away from those guys that were chasing me. How hard they were chasing, who knows, right? But in my world, I've concocted this story. We got Friends Restaurant over here on the side. I love pointing these things out. So in my mind, I'm racing from them. There's 3 of them working to get me. I'm on the time trial of my life. 5 seconds, I pushed it out to about 23 seconds. I almost caught the rider ahead of me. He must have been working like a demon. It's such great training to be chased or be the chaser. You're trying to stay away. A lot of fun, folks. But yeah, this finishing banner comes up really quick. We're just finishing the first lap. It's taken us, looks like we're going to be around, let's say 19 minutes, something like that. So you can kind of get an idea how long this race will take. Hey, also don't forget, there's other events going on right now. We got Women's B, Men's C, Women's C, and we also have the para-cyclists out there. Like, those guys, legit. I will do a video where I focus on them too, so don't worry. I'm really excited about seeing that stuff. I'd like to know more about their equipment. So you can see here, we got one rider just off the front. This is our finishing banner right here, folks. It's right here. You can see the little yellow blip across the road, the little yellow line. That is your finishing banner. You can see groups of riders behind just coming through the banner right now. Let's bounce up to Marvin here. We'll do a little pan around, see if we can see those groups coming up behind us. Just going to let the camera do its thing here, riders. Have a nice little look. See the water in the background, the rolling hills. I see a lot of Pontani lookalikes here. We've got the flowery jerseys. Some are going full aero with the helmets. And if you look here, we can now see that group that's chasing. So we got 10 up front. We got a group that's chasing right now. Let's see them right here. Joe Meyer. There's the front group just going around that left corner. This is where we go back down into town. And we kind of do like a little tour of the city. Kind of cruising through the neighborhoods. You'll see it coming up here. We kind of go along the water. We have a little look around through town before we head out again to that dreaded Hawk Hill. It's way tougher. I think it peaks out around 15% gradient. Super short, super steep. Going to just bounce back here for a second. Ooh. Okay, we got some people here. Yeah, Christopher Evans says everything is a race. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Everything is a race. It's pretty hard to maintain a group ride. Steven Cycle says awesome graphics, awesome coverage. Thank you, Steven. Everyone, if you can, this will bring awareness to Project Echelon. JJ, looks fun. Okay, JJ is going to be in next week. Awesome stuff. Remember, riders, you can join late. You don't have to be in from the very start. Next is on the 21st. That's correct, Christopher Evans. Thank you for pointing that out. We start on the 7th. The second race, there's a gap in between. So we miss the 14th. We come on the 21st. And then it's every week after that. Remember, 6 races in total. So there is a 1 week off in between. So hopefully everyone will watch the coverage and think, yeah, man, I got to be part of this too. Like, why not? Paulo's in the mix here too. Hey, Paulo, great to see you as well. Another absolute hitter. He's saying go Oviedo and Angarita. Yes, dude. I love it. Okay, I'm just going to bounce back for a second here. We're going to turn that off. Here's Marvin himself and Oveda. I think Oveda is probably a real hitter. I didn't find any information on them yet. Love watching these cyclists. A lot of American riders here, which is great. We got Jonathan at the front here. Bisson, always hanging out right up there. Here's Ioannis. So do we still have that group of 10? Yeah, we got our group of 10. 12 seconds back to the second group. The second group looks to be about 5 riders. Patrick Caldwell, Brian Kelly, Hendrick, Joe Meyer, John Wakefield. So we got 5 chasing that group up front. I think there's a very good chance they can get back in there. Then we got that big group of what looks to be about 10 riders back here. They're a further 40 seconds back at the moment. Jacques, Stephen Newman, Gregory, Reagan Clark. Yeah, big group here. It looks like Jamie Furman. I'm going to follow this guy too. Late starter, but doing his thing. Doing his thing, folks. Douglas Hackleton's not that far ahead of Jamie here. So hopefully they can group up and ride together. Maybe get a little war going on between them. They'll be frenemies for a while. And at the end, they'll battle it out. It always goes down like this, doesn't it? Let's get back to the front, folks. They should be heading out over the bridge soon. Let's see if I've missed that. Here we go. Here's our group of 10. We're on the bridge already, folks. On the bridge. Let me get a drink here, folks. Remember, stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, folks. So yeah, a little bit of an early start for me. Actually, it's not. I'm just making that up. This race kicked off at 7:45 here. Don't forget, there's the other events going on right now. Let's go hang out with Oveda here for a second. They're going on at the exact same time, so it's kind of hard for me to bounce back and forward. So I'm going to do this differently every week, I promise. Oh yeah, did I tell you? Inside Cycling World. That's me. I'm here for all 6 events. Committed, fully committed to doing this. I love doing this. This is my thing. I've always been a talker. My past life, I was a professional geologist. Yeah, we get that term for some reason, like as if I'm a doctor. And in fact, I still am a professional geologist. I still pay my dues and I get nothing out of it. Oil and gas geologist, a little bit of background for you here. I did that for 21 years. Kind of the same story as everyone else. Let's have story time, folks. well, not for all of you, but I find a lot of dudes, my vintage, you ride bikes a lot when you're, oh yeah, let's do a little pano here. What was that car I saw going by there? Jose sitting at the front now. We'll bounce back. Let's hang out with Martin Coffey for a bit. Just right in the field there. Got these riders here. Should be 10 riders here still. Yes, we still have 10. Oh, yes, folks. It's happening. Yes, Hendrick. You got it, dude. You got it. Did you see him? He's saying, come on, guys. Let's rotate. Let's rotate. He was doing that wicked emote. Joe Meyer says, let's go, brother. Let's go. Now is your time, boys. Now, Joe's not waiting for anyone here. I don't know who this dude is, but he's going for it. He's like, it's now or never. No guts, no glory. If we don't go now, we're never getting back on. Or very low chance. Looks like Joe is leading the charge. He's going to get there. Putting in some digs, pulling back. Joe, dude, nice job. Nice job, Joe Meyer. Love watching these riders. He's still digging, folks. Still digging. Kind of doing like a 3 watt and then bouncing to 6 to 8 watts. He's got himself back. The other riders aren't there yet. Hendrick is following suit. Trying to get back on. Bryant Kelly. So Hendrick's going to be like just towing everyone back up there right now. Bryant Kelly's there. Patrick Caldwell. Guys, dudes, riders. It's an all-encompassing term for all of you. It's all coming back together. It looks like we're going to have 15 riders in the front group now. I think 1 or 2 didn't. I'm not sure. No, there was just 5 back there, I believe. John Wakefield's trying to get back on too. John might be just starting to dangle here. I hope he can get back on. Up to Patrick Caldwell. These riders should all make it back in. They're all kind of like using a stepping stone. That's what I'm calling it. It's a stepping stone, leapfrogging their way up. There's 1 rider, 2 riders that are just dangling off the back. It's a good team tactic too, riders. If you've got a rider, a teammate out there, you can dangle off the back a little bit and give them a bit of a hand to get back on. We all get caught out. I usually get caught out when I'm changing music on my iPhone. That's when I get caught out. Is it going to be Metallica or Guns N' Roses? And then I'm like, oh, I'm 4 seconds off the back. And then it's an all-out war for me to get back on. Okay, riders, back out into the countryside now. Back out into the countryside. Jumping into the chat. I love the interaction here, folks. Okay, let me have a look here. JJ saying, thanks, Chris. 21st is what I meant. Yeah, exactly. It's December 21st is the next ride. So come out for the next race. Chris Evans wants them pushing harder. Yeah, well, I guess that allowed everything to come back together, but now we're going to have more battles going up this hill. The second time up the Hawk Hills. I think in total it's about a 100-meter climb, but it's only over 100 meters over about 1 kilometer. So it's tough. I mean, it's not a high alpine pass, but it's like a leg destroyer. Let's take a good look this time on the elevation profile. Just going to jump back for a second here. And again, thanks for everyone joining me today. Awesome stuff. Tons of viewers here. Guys, this is what I do all the time. There's so much good racing going on MyWhoosh. There's so many good community events throughout the week. I'm just going to do a little plug here. James Ogilvy puts on the OTR virtual events. Superstar Racing there. There's a sprint series on Tuesdays. There's the OTR Veterans Racing on Fridays. There's even the 3 watt per kilo kind of max average event on Sunday/Mondays. I cover the Monday event. Everyone's going hard here now, folks. We're over 11% gradient already. So there should have been 14 or 15 riders get back in. John didn't make it. Let's bounce back to John here. He can just see them up ahead disappearing. Come on, John. Get it, dude. Let's bounce up to Joe Meyer. Joe is just struggling here at the back. Come on, Joe. Hang on, dude. Hang on, brother. Hang on. Hendrick was the first one to try to lead that attack across. And actually, it was Joe that put in the huge effort by himself to make it. You know, burned a match? Nah, half a pack right there, boys. Half a pack of matches just burnt. And so it's kind of affecting him on this climb here. Just hang in there, Joe. Ride at your own pace now, dude. Bryant Kelly there. This is another rider that bridged across. Hendrick is just holding on here. One of these riders, I think it's Patrick. I think Patrick was one of those groups of 5. Dave Garguillo here is just slipping out the back too. Riders at the front. Look at Cy Bradley here. 6.5 watts a kilo. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Cy still obviously has it in his legs. The podcasting and all the other things he does over at MyWhoosh have not affected his performance yet. He's got to do this one more time, though, as well. Jason Drummond, 7.4, almost 8 watts a kilo now. Jonathan looking good. Scott Cunningham, Martin Coffey, Marvin Angarita. Yeah, great stuff here. And here's Jose again. Someone was cheering for Jose before. And Marvin, probably a Colombian fan. I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, drop some info into the chat, folks, so I can learn more about these riders. I really love the bio information. If you're a rider and you're watching this, if you're you just love cycling and you're watching this and you want to do the community racing, send me a message. Let me know some stuff about you. I do actually ride too. Believe it or not, I do ride. So I probably ride. Do I ride 7 days a week? Yeah, most of the time. I did take. I took 1 day off this week. I can't remember. I think I took Friday off. Did I? Yeah, I think I did. Let's check the trailing calendar, folks. Okay, so we're going to be heading downhill again here now. Let's have a little look back from Jose here. See who we can see coming down. We're just going to get the rotation of the camera going here. Just want to check everything still looking good. Oh, it looks perfect, folks. Looks perfect. And what a great turnout today, too. Vamos, Jose. Yes. Johan Moreno's here. Johan, do you know Jose? Let me know something about him. Got an inside source here with Johan Moreno. Great dude. Support his events if you can, riders. Anyone that's here, if you don't know, Johan's got a great event. It's the Columbia Race Series. It goes off on Wednesdays. I'll use my time. It's 11 o'clock a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So that would be like noon Central U.S. time. I think that's 1 o'clock East Coast time. Jump into those events. Help support them. We had a spectacular race on Wednesday. We did the UCI course. Let's just do this for a second. Hanging out. Ooh, Jonathan back at the front again. Jonathan likes to be near the front. Let's have a little hang out with Jonathan for a little bit here from Quebec City. Again, I don't think I've been there now for, oh wow, probably coming up on 30 years, but it's spectacular. It's very old town Europe. I think there's only one, maybe two tall buildings in all of Quebec City. They want to keep it that old feel. It's a walled city, so if you get a chance, go check it out. Heading back across the bridge, folks. Now currently 20.7 kilometers in, 32 minutes on course. Let's see how close we will be to the last lap time. When we get closer to the finish, someone please remind me if I forget to move my big head down to the bottom so we don't miss the leaderboard there. So fun, folks. So what I'll try to do is, like I said earlier, we got a little bit of breathing time here. Let's actually bounce back to see if we've got any chasers. Ooh, okay, we've lost a couple riders, folks. We've lost riders. Cy Bradley, Patrick Caldwell out the back. So we've only got 8 up here. Let's see if Cy and Patrick can work together. I can just barely see them off the screen, folks. Just barely see them. So that's that Hawk Hill. Get out there and ride it. It's a real-life climb, folks. It's a real-life climb. I had no idea. I'm thinking, oh, Golden Gate Bridge is going to be flat. I'm going to ride across the bridge 3-4 times. Yay, fun. And all of a sudden, I'm like, what a workout that was. Hendrik van der Sant, one of the 5 that chased across. So those 5 made it, and then they all blew up going up that climb. Joe put in a huge effort to get back. John Wakefield. Okay, John has hooked up with Joe now. Let's bounce back again, folks. We got Daniel here. Ooh, nice group here. This group's sticking together, conserving their energy. Got Daniel, Jacques, Brent, Austin, Urch here. Andrea, or Andre. It's probably Andre, I would assume. Joseph Paulson. What is that car? What's that car that went by, folks? Did you guys see that? It'll be on the left-hand side here, going across the bridge. I can just see it going across the bridge, chased by that G-Wagon. Yeah, I need a test drive. Need a test drive. Let's just jump further back. We still got riders climbing here. Jeff DeGuide is chasing after Randall Warren here. So yeah, Jeff DeGuide here. Joji Ishikawa. We've got 3 riders here together. Douglas Hackleton. Oh yes. Jamie Furman is finally catching up with Douglas Hackleton here. Look at the climb here, folks. I know exactly where they are. I know this pain here. Tough little climb, I'll tell you that. So Jamie's the rider that started late. I don't know if he started 30 seconds behind everyone, but he just popped up out of nowhere. Yeah, tough climb. Try this out on MyWhoosh. Good stuff. Great courses. Again, I'm watching a lot of Sunday Race Club to learn a lot of riders' names. I will continue to watch it. Marvin Angarita here. So yeah, solid group of 8. 16 seconds back to Cy and Patrick Caldwell. So at this point here, you're going to kind of go over to the right. You're going to take a right-hand bend. You're going to climb just slightly here. Just enough to keep you honest, right in that 5% range. Looks like Cy and Patrick are working together. Going to travel straight ahead. This is when you take that hard left-hand corner. I think at the banner, is that where we take the corner? Yeah. We're going to have a hard left-hand corner. The leaders have actually just gone around the corner. So watch this here. They take a hard left, traveling through downtown now. And can we see them? We can see them just up ahead, folks. What we're going to do is bounce here. Oh, we've gone around the corner. Remember, there's a left, a right, and another left. So the right-hand corner is coming up. We may not be able to see them. I'll let the camera just do its thing here. We'll watch all the riders come through. Look at all the customization you can do here of your riders. Awesome racing here, folks. You can just see them back there. They're coming. Cy is digging in hard to get back on here. Hopefully Patrick's putting in his efforts too. Let's rotate through, boys. Let's rotate through. Digging in, folks. Digging in. I mean, 5 watts a kilo chasing here. Awesome stuff. I love it. Bouncing forward. Let's get you back up here, and so you'll see that finish line again. We're back with Jose right now. I think I've told you guys the same story, or I've tried to tell the story. We'll do this. We'll try to bounce to another event at the end. So my thinking was this week, we do men's Bs, ladies Cs. Next week, we do ladies Bs, because they're going to be deadly fast too. I know some of the people that are coming up. And when I say I know of them. I don't personally know them. Super cool people. And then we'll have the men's C, because I imagine the ladies are going to be flying, folks. There's some deadly fast ladies out there that can keep up with any dude. So let's support them too, watch their events, and we will have the paracycling in there too. Don't forget, after this event, if I look at the schedule, event info, we're going to check the schedule here. So this went off at 8:45 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. We've got the men's elite going off at 10 after 10 Central Time. So don't miss that either, folks. Make sure, let me get my phone here, just so I can keep track of time. So it's 20 after 8 for me, so it's 20 after 9 Central Time right now. Good to know. 10 after 10, the elite men go off. So make sure you jump out of here. But remember this channel to come back for more racing, guys. I do this all week long, racing. And tutorial videos and starter tips and things like that. So there's a lot of people that are just getting into the world of inside cycling, indoor training, things like that. So I still do stuff like that too. This is where we start our little tour of the city. More through the residential areas. 10 after 10 Central Time, we got the men's elite, and then more excitement. 5 after 11 Central Time, women's elite racing. I'm watching all of it. After this is done, I'm going to go kick back. I'll probably head into the archive, and I'll be watching the commentary. I think all the commentary for the elite stuff is live on the Facebook page, I believe. You go find a link. If you look at the main website for Echelon Racing League, it'll show live streams at the top. So cool seeing me there. Thanks, guys. Thank you for doing that. I clicked on it yesterday and I was like, I wonder what this is going to show. I'm like, oh me, I'm there. I was kind of shocked, to be honest. But you can see the Elite live stream. If you click on that one, that'll take you to their Facebook page. So check out all the awesome racing there. I can hear the dogs wake upstairs. Our dogs, I have 3 inside dogs. Oh, plus Hazel, we have 4. They like to howl once in a while. So if you hear that, don't worry. I'm not out in the frozen tundra of the Canadian North, although some days it feels like it. Okay, heading back here. We still got our 8. Sai is valiantly trying to pull himself forward here. Patrick Caldwell right there as well. Hopefully they're rotating through. Patrick, let's get some emotes going, folks. I always say that to people, then I know who's actually watching the streams. Moving back, we're going to head to the live chat, see what other information we can gather here. Oh, we've got information here. Yeah, Scott Campbell here. Yeah, okay, so let's go through these questions. Theron Treadwell, did Group C start yet? Yes, they have started. So all the events for the C's, the B's, and the para go off at the same time. I kind of have to pick one that I'm going to go with. So I'm doing that different every week. Remember, folks, we got 6 weeks. Everyone will get covered, I promise. If you watch my channel, you'll see that 99% of the time, I'm there to the very last rider. Once in a while, it's like, ooh, I got an appointment, I got to run. So I'll cover like 95% of the race and then I ditch and pray that other person finishes strong. We're still here with Cy and Patrick here trying to catch up. I'm just reading through the chat here now. Yes, there is another race taking place at the same time. Is there a different link? We're just going to see what I'm showing here today. So what I'll try to do is once this finishes, I'm going to jump to the women's C category to get some of the ladies racing. For the December 21st race, I'll probably start with the ladies B and finish with the men's C. I think that'll be the right pacing. Is there a P1 race? Okay, I'm assuming you're talking the elites. That will be after this. So the elite men start at 10 after 10 Central Time, and the elite ladies start at 5 after 11 Central Time. JJ pulling for Dave Young today. Oh, fellow Dirt team member, yes. And Vincent Deschênes saying, show the first one. I'm not sure if he's saying first place or not. We can do that right away. Sorry, guys. Oh, yes. Thank you for that comment, dude. Thank you so much. Jonathan Bisson has gone on a tear, folks. Straight out of Quebec City, Quebec. That's how you say it, folks. It's not Quebec. That's how I usually say it. As a Western Canadian, it's Quebec. You hit that K. It's really good. They'll know what you're talking about then. Let me just jump back here for a second again. Dude, Vincent Deschênes, thank you so much. I see the name Deschênes. Vincent, are you from Quebec? That sounds like a very Quebec name to me, very French name. Do you know Jonathan? Jonathan on a tear here, folks. Time trialing away at the moment. Apologize for missing that action there. Let's have a little look back. We're going to put the rotate on. I think Jonathan, does he take a hard corner here? Or does he go straight through? He's going straight through here, folks. We're going to put this camera on here. I think there's going to be some more functionality coming, or I'm just absolutely, as I like to call it, amateur hour here, using it. I can't even see the other riders yet, folks. He's got a 21-second gap. Jonathan Bisson going on an epic, insane, brave solo breakaway. Who doesn't like to see a solo breakaway? I know right now, everyone's cheering for the break. Everyone's cheering for the break, but we also cheer for the chasers. It's the hound and the hare. They're coming. Can Jonathan stay away? For me, when I ride, and I'm nowhere near this ability, riders, FTP maybe around 300 if I really tried. I love chasing. I love being chased. It's so exciting. You can see the riders on the map in the bottom corner there. Let's just jump back. I'm hoping Vincent's, yeah, he did say first one. I hope he hears this soon and gives me some info about Jonathan, or he was just watching the race closer than me there. So Dave Young, okay, here's Dave Young, Dirt member right here. DIRT. I should know what that stands for. Maybe someone can let me know. JJ, I think it was JJ that said that. Let me know what DIRT stands for. I know you guys are all over the place. I know they've a team that's been around forever. So we got Jonathan up front, solo break. Guys, we've got 2nd through 7th here. We need to get a strategy going here. How are we going to try to pull Jonathan back? How are we pulling Jonathan back? I'm going back to Jonathan. He's coming out of the tunnel soon. He's going to see that bridge that's going to gradually swoop up to the right, a little descent, and then the climb really starts. Let's also bounce back to Cy here. Cy and Patrick were chasing hard, folks. Still only 7 seconds ahead. There they are, guys. Nice job. Let's go. Let's go. Great job, guys. Great job. We've got Hendrick a minute back, riding with Dave and Bryant Kelly. Let's hang out up front. We're going to have to stick at the front here, folks. Jonathan is still blasting along here. Poutine powered, folks. Poutine powered. If you don't know what poutine is, you should. I actually had poutine when I traveled there. All you Quebecers, Jonathan might know. There's a certain cheese that you have to use. It has to be cheese curds. And the person I was with, we went to is it called the Ile d'Orléans? Ile d'Orléans? It's in the river there. It's just north of Quebec City in the St. Lawrence Seaway. We went there. We had it there. It was fantastic. We actually rode our bikes around that island. About half of it, maybe. That was a lot of fun. That's back in the day, folks. Gonna jump back. Okay, here we go. JJ, Dad's inside riding trace. I knew it was Dad's. No one wants to work. Yeah, these guys are gonna have to get a strategy here as to what they're gonna do. I guess, maybe they're hoping that Jonathan falls apart on the climb. Now, it is pretty wicked. Like, you see these houses here. You know what was really cool? I watched a race, Sunday Race Club race. Coast and Country, I believe it is. And they did this backwards. Because I was kind of like, why are they talking about the Hawk Hill, but they're showing a different map? Coast and Country, I think, links all the California routes together. I don't mean all, but it links the Golden Gate, Hollywood Hills. You guys know, I think the Alcatraz one in a big loop. And I think they were running it counterclockwise. So I've only done it this way. Almost 10% gradient here, folks. Yep, 10% now. It's a wicked little climb. They're 44 seconds back. If Jonathan gets over the top first, folks, I think we got a winner. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Can this group catch them? Can they pull back 40 seconds now? Who is going to go for it? Scott Cunningham, awesome, dude. 7.3 watts a kilo. David Young right there, too. Dirt member right there, folks. Everyone's going now. Marvin Angarita, straight out of Colombia, kicking in with that Colombian power. Let's go, dude. I watched the El Liminar race through the week. Yeah, that was insanity. It's a climb I've never really heard of. It's in Colombia. It's on MyWhoosh. It's real, folks. It's all of the climb. 10 kilometers long, 1,050 meters. Oh, yes. Nice pano shot there, folks. Watch those riders go by. Oh, we got one rider slowly drifting off the back. It looks like it's Jason Drummond here. Hang on, Jason. Hang on, dude. Ride your own pace. Right now, Jason's thinking, ooh, Patrick Caldwell is coming back now. Cy Bradley still 7, so Patrick must have dug in really hard there and is able to bridge forward now up to Jason. Bouncing up further. Yeah, Patrick's caught Jason now. He can see them just ahead. Can Patrick actually get his way back on, folks? Back up to Jonathan Bisson at the front, folks. He's coming to the top of the climb now. This part's pretty deceptive here. It's going to flatten out. It's going to kick again. It kind of goes through a series of rollers, and they're like, 1-2% up to 7%, back and forward. This part threw me off as well. Here we're at 1%, almost flattening out. I think we're over through it now. There's like a little bit of a campground area here. Very scenic, folks. Very scenic. He's ready to start descending, I think. Maybe one more slight little bump here. Yep, going downhill. I thought there was one last bump. I could be incorrect. I've only done this course once. I will ride what all these riders are riding, so I can give you a little bit of how I felt about it. Yeah, he's going downhill now. Jonathan Bisson, 16-second lead. But he's going to fly down this hill as these guys, well, they're almost done the climb too. Ooh, this is going to be an epic hound in the hair situation. Can Jonathan stay away? Does he have enough left in the tank, folks? He's only got 5.3 kilometers to go, but it's going to be the time trial of his life. You know that saying? Yes, folks, let's go, riders. Let's go. This is epic right now. This is so much fun doing this. 170 hard, probably right on the rivets. He is just foaming at the mouth, trying to say a mask of agony on his face, folks. You've heard them all before. We're going to keep rolling with them. Scott Cunningham. So it looks like the group's sticking together. Scott Cunningham, Oviedo, Dave Young, Angarita. We're going to say Jonas, and Martin Coffey just off the back. He should be able to get back on this descent. Martin, let's go, dude. This is your chance to get back on, be part of that 5-rider chase group. Patrick Caldwell is moving ahead, caught up with Jason. Cy Bradley right in the mix too, still in the top 10, 15 seconds behind Jason right now, holding a good lead over this next bunch. We got Hendrick pushing solo, Dave Garguillo, Brian Kelly, Austin Urch, Joe Meyer. Joe's the rider that put that huge effort in early. Nuke bombed his entire pack of matches, but he's fighting valiantly to come back. Sometimes, folks, no guts, no glory. Joe made the effort. He was in the group, but the Hawk Hill climb took its toll on these riders. Rest up now, guys. Martin Coffey. Martin's off the back too, folks. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we got our rider up front, our solo rider up front. We got a group of 5, and then Martin's just slipped out the back. Can these 5 pull back Jonathan Bisson right now? Wow, what an awesome effort here. I did say at the very beginning of the video that I have seen this name before. And to be honest, I'm not sure where. But as soon as I saw the name, I'm like, yeah, I know that name. Obviously, he must be all over the place. We just saw a rider heading out there. A rider that's just riding, more of a chill pace. So Jonathan at the front here. Let's get the camera going back again, folks. We will jump into the chat quickly here. This is how we do it over here. Again, Vincent, thanks for showing me that breakaway. Let's go, Joe. Patrick Case here. Christopher Evans again. He's saying it's over. Yeah, he might get away. Is there a prize per stage win? I'm going to have to check all the regulations there to see that. Jonathan Bisson just powering ahead. Oh, look at here, folks. Riders are going now. They're sitting in that group of 5 and no one's really working consolidated as a team. So some are saying, I got to go now. I got to go now. It's 15 seconds. If Jonathan starts to fade, or looking over the waters of San Francisco Bay here, they're all going to come back together. Little attacks going in. These riders may be racing for second place now. Jose Montero Oviedo, Marvin Angarita, Scott Cunningham. This must be like a Hugh. I'm just not sure of the spelling. But Ioannis here, the Canadian rider. We got 2 Canadians in the top 5, folks. 2 Colombians, 2 Canadians, and 1 American here. Martin Coffey's not far out of it as well. Patrick Caldwell coming up still. Jason Drummond. Cy Bradley, 10th place. Nice job, Cy. Yeah, Jonathan Bisson still holding his lead. 15-second lead, folks. And looking at the map in the bottom left-hand corner, it's going to be a bend to the right. We're going to slowly climb up a little. It looks like a little whitish road. Let's just turn that off for a second. Go back to Marvin. Yeah, there's a slight climb. I think there's a white rail bridge that we're going to kind of cross, or like just a closed-in area. That hard left corner is coming up, folks, and he's finished. Just hold on. 22-second lead. What an awesome effort laying the watts down. Solo effort. Took off halfway through lap 2 and went for it. Maybe lap 3 because it's the 3rd lap. Yeah, and it took off going across the Golden Gate itself and was gone. And again, thank you, Vincent, for saying show number 1. I've done this before, folks. I've done this before. Everyone's like, hey, Colin, show that one. Left-hand corner right here, folks. He's got a few corners left, and he will secure first place. Scott Cunningham pushing hard right now. They want to blow this apart now. People don't want to finish 5th now or 6th now. They're racing for second place here, folks. racing for second place. Jonathan, yeah, great job, dude, great job. The other riders are just around that left-hand corner. Like I said before, we got a left, a right, a left, and one final left, and the banner's there. Jonathan inbound for Stage 1 victory here in the Category B men's race at the Echelon Racing League. Here's his right-hander. It's going to be 2 more lefts, and he's won. Stellar job, dude. Stellar job. Yes, dude, you survived. I love it. If anyone knows anything about Jonathan, share some information. I like to have the bio behind these guys so I can use it in the next races. Remember, we got 2 weeks off before the next race. I'm going to look at the time here and see how I can quickly bounce around. I want to make sure I'm done before the elite racing starts, which will be at event schedule here. I'm on the second laptop. Usually riders, when I do this, I'm running 3 machines. The streaming machine, I'm going to just turn this off for a second, give you a better view here. Jonathan Bisson. Look at this guy go. They're on the same straightaway now, folks. Jonathan has 1 corner left. First place. Nice job, brother. Nice job. Awesome stuff. So we've got 25 minutes to go before the men's elite starts. I want to make sure. Yeah, that's right. Let me just let me check for sure, folks. Here's the times. 10 after 10 Central Time. That's 10 after 9 for me. Jonathan, flash pots going off right here. Boom, 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 boom. Love it. Bouncing back, folks. Let's get here. Here we go. Here we go. They are lighting it up now. 15 watts per kilo out of one rider. Looks like it's Ioannis, the other Canadian rider. Are we going to have a 1-2 for Canada? I think we are, folks. We have a 1-2 for Canada, folks. You can see right here. Oh, folks. Yep. Someone's supposed to tell me. I'm reminding myself today. I am getting better at this, riders. Here, I'm going to put that right there. And you can all see it now. 1-2. Jonathan Bisson. Ioannis, someone please tell me how to say his name. Colombian rider, Angarita third. Fourth, another Colombian rider, Jose Montero Oveda, and Scott Cunningham from the States. Dave Young, dirt rider here, finishes in 6th place. Martin Coffey gets 7th. Patrick Caldwell looks like he just finished. Great job, Patrick. Where's Cy? Cy Bradley is chasing. Ooh, so Cy caught up with Jason here. Cy's kicking now, folks. He just kicked it in. Engaged the turbo boost, folks. How far does he have to go? He's got 200 meters to go. Jason's trying to react here, folks. He's right on Cy's wheel. Cy has to hold on around this corner. Jason is coming up on his left shoulder now. He might pick him right at the line. Caught him just at the line. Awesome effort, dudes. Jason and Cy all around champions. Love it, folks. Love it. Hendrick coming in next, folks. We've got 10 finishers so far. Super close racing here. Very, very close racing. Between first place, we're talking 55 minutes, 35 seconds. Back to 10th, there's only a 20-second gap in total. Is that correct? Yeah, 20-second gap in total. And, you know, Jonathan was way out front by himself. He had about a 20-second gap. So those second 2 right, yeah, we're all slammed together here, folks. All slammed together. Hendrick's coming in next. He will be finishing solo. He's got 1 corner to go for a solid 11th place. Then we're going to bounce back here. So we know Hendrick's got Hendrik van der Zandt. Probably a Dutch rider, I would assume. American rider, Dutch sounding name to me. Let me know, Hendrick. Bryant Kelly here. Ooh, yes, here we go, folks. Dave is lighting up. Dave Garguillo here. He knows the left-hand corner's there. He knows the banner's right around the corner. Bryant Kelly, 1 second back. Dave's got this one, folks. The banner's right here. I need more flash pots. Bryant Kelly coming in next. Austin Urch is going early here too, trying to ditch Joe Meyer. Come on, Joe. Let's go, buddy. Joe Meyer, that was probably, to me, okay, well, Jonathan Bisson, huge effort. But watching Joe come back, trying to bridge back on, was an awesome effort. So spotlight on Joe here. I don't know Joe, but yeah, dude, I like your style. Austin Urch finishes just ahead of Joe. That will be for 12th and 13th place. Looks like we got Brent coming in next with Andre here. Andre and Brent coming in, a little sprint at the end. Joseph Paulson, Albert Chan, and Jacques Rusinek. Team Canada representing really well here today, folks. Really well. Let me just scroll down. So we've got 15 finishers so far. I think John Wakefield, okay, he's there. Jacques. Gregory's done 2. Is Gregory done? Yes, he is. Bouncing back. Daniel here. Yep, Daniel's finished. Steven. Steven will be our next finisher in 24th place. So Daniel Neugbauer finished. Jacques Rusinik. Yeah, names to me sound very Eastern Canada. Very much in Quebec. They love their cycling there. They have the Montreal GP that goes on every year. World Tour event. Single day race. They also have one right before that too. I think they have a Friday and a Sunday race. And the Sunday race is no joke. They climb up Mont Royal, I think 10 times, 12 times, something like that. Huge race. So Stephen Newman here will be finishing next in 24th place. Just bouncing back, riders. Okay, here we go, folks. We got some comments here. Patrick says, let's go, Joe. He's a TT specialist. He can do it. Okay, so we're talking about Jonathan here. Okay. You guys are saying, let's go, Joe. Jonathan. Okay. Let me have a look here, folks. My name's getting names. Jonathan. So they're saying, let's go, Joe. Jonathan. I gotcha, dudes. Saying he's a TT specialist. He can do it. That message comes from Patrick Case. Caisse. Very French. So he probably knows him. Good stuff here. Philippe Haker. Awesome job, Joe Bisson. Christopher Evans says, nice. Christopher Evans again. Half this group should be an A. I'm dropping down to B. Okay. Good job, guys. Their teammates. Okay. Nice. Got this stuff. Riders, this stuff that you can let me know. Okay, Steve Newman's finished. John Burton will be coming in 25th place. Solo has got a bit of a gap over Anthony. Anthony and Reagan Clark. Okay. Yeah, we still have 20 minutes to go. I'm hoping all these riders get in. Then what I'll probably do is I can close this down and jump into the ladies event. I think it's important to do that. So here's John Burton finishing up. Dogs are going nuts upstairs. Yeah, nice job, John. Nice job, dude. 25th place. Great showing here. Anthony coming next. Reagan Clark, 34 seconds out. So this is sometimes how I do it in my other events. I will just bounce my way down through the field, assuming they're not going to have a tire blowout. They're not going to have a mechanical. There's that hot car again. I haven't seen those ones before. Got some bikes on the side of the road too. I usually just bounce my way down and I look for the sprint groups because I know Anthony's got 26th place. I know Reagan's got 27th place. Randall Warren here should have 28th place, going around that right-hand bend now, going back into downtown. Jeff DeGuide. Oh, see, things like this. This is what I look for. Jeff and Joji here. Ishikawa. Riding together. They're just starting that right-hand bend too. Jamie Furman here. And Douglas Hackleton. Douglas is descending now. So Jamie did vault ahead of Douglas at some point and is moving along quite nicely now. Coming back into town. So I'm trying to think how I'm going to do this. You know what? The streams are separate. The elite riders are done by someone else. It's over on the Facebook page for Echelon Racing League. I might be able to just continue with the C category for the women. I'm not sure how everyone wants me to approach that. I think I'll do that. I think I will do that, folks. So I think what we should do, okay, I don't want to sound weird, but my stream, my rules, up to a point. I play fair with everyone. I'm going to watch Joji here and Jeff finish together. Reagan Clark's finish. Randall's coming to the finish. We know he's got 28th place. Joji and Jeff here are our only real battle we got left. So as soon as we're done that, don't leave. I'm going to close this event down and head over to the women's event. And hopefully I can jump right in and see what's going on there. I think they'll just be finishing when I get over there. We cover everyone here, folks. Everyone. And then so after this, what I'm saying, you guys all get it, right? I know. Joji and Jeff are going to have a bit of a battle. Jamie's a minute behind. Douglas is still crossing the Golden Gate, I believe. Here he is, crossing the Golden Gate. So we kind of know their finishing positions at this point. Okay, there we go. We're finally popping in there. Sometimes when I bounce around a lot, I find it does that. My machine may not be powerful enough. I hate to say that because it's brand new. But yeah, Jeff DeGuide here and Joji. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. If you want to check out the ladies racing, we'll bounce to the C class. But then I highly suggest that you jump over to the men's elite race that will be kicking off. Check out the other stream link. So go to Echelon Racing League's webpage. Go to more. I'm looking at it right now, folks. Live streams. Click on the elite race. It'll take you right to them. Leave me out. You can catch up with my stuff later. It's all good. All good here, folks. Remember, my name's Colin, Inside Cycling World. I really put a lot of time into my channel. I really love commentating. I absolutely love it. So many good races out there. Dig back through the channel. Go look at all the different stuff I've done. Some of the best races. There's a MyWhoosh video on there. I think it's Jebel Hafit. The best race I thought was for last place. That's my honest opinion. Yes, the guys at the front are smashing huge watts and they're way better cyclists, but the best battle was between two riders at the back, just going at it. There's all different levels of riders here. And remember, folks, your community that's what you got to support. It's your community. Here goes, Joji's going for it now. Joji wants his 28th place. Jeff DeGuide will get 29th. Yep. Watch the leaderboard update. Love the leaderboard, by the way. Really slick. Works really well for points races. Jamie Furman will get 30th. Here comes Jamie Furman for the finish. And we know Douglas Hackleton will get 31st. Great job, guys. 2 weeks, you're back at it. So what I'm going to do here, riders, I'm going to jump out of this and I'm going to keep the stream going. Okay? Everyone cool with that? If not, just let me know. Okay. Ken Law from South Africa. Ken's been on the channel quite a while. Great commentary call and an exciting race. Yeah, it really was. I'm going to jump to the ladies race right now. Let me do that, guys. We're going to bounce out here. Back to events. And I may not be able to get in. Women's category C. Let's see if I can still... Women's category C is still on, folks. Let's do this. I love this so much. Let's give these ladies some support out here. Loading Golden Gate Bridge. Again, try this ride out on MyWhoosh. Hey, it's free. Get on it, folks. Such elite level racing here. Okay, riders, here we go. Overall. Okay, so we've got some riders finished already. Wow. Great job, ladies. They're already finished. We've got 8 finishers right now. 8 ladies have finished already with Angel Jadlock in first place, Catherine Montoya second, Valentina Designa third, Kim Bonilla in fourth, KJ Phillips from the Coalition team, it looks like, in fifth, Tatiana Sanchez in sixth, Alicia Borsoy in seventh, and then it looks like Angelica Altamirano. Oh, I love these names. Love these names. Susan Clark here just happens to be a Canadian too, going in on the attack. Us Canadians, when it's time to battle, we like to battle. Being chased by Johanna Warren here. Looks like Susan will get 10th place overall. Is that correct? Oh, sorry, folks. We're going to be, I think it's going to be 11th. I missed Carolina Chudwisks and Palma Mongeli here. I know I just destroyed your names. I apologize. Let's watch these ladies finish here. Great job by Susan Clark in 11th, Johanna. So pretty good timing. I did miss about 9-10 of those ladies. So they're fast, super fast. Maria Elvira Wilhelm coming in next, Italian rider. For looks like it's going to be 13th place. Checking the time here, folks. 8:53. That's 9:53 Central Time. So we still got time for you to hang out before you jump into the men's elite race. Trust me, I'm doing the exact same thing. And so what I'm going to do next time is these ladies you're seeing here now. I've missed a few of them. Carolina. Okay, she's done 2. That's right. Oh, the pop in there. Okay, so we got Alina Lopez coming in here. We got Dominique Charlebois, probably another French Canadian here, folks. Elvira here. Okay, she's already finished. Okay, so we got Dominique Charlebois coming here for 14th position, I believe. Pushing hard to the finish. 3 watts a kilo still. Here's our finishing line. Nice job. Nice job. Great to see all these riders. 15th place will be going to Elena Lopez, Colombian rider. Wow, so many Colombians on here. Really cool to see. We need some climbing routes, folks. Let's get some big climbs for them. They love to climb. Another Canadian here, Anna. Oop, let's just bounce out of that for a second. That's that long bounce back. Always happens to me, riders. Great stuff here. So yeah, these ladies here that, oh, sorry, this is the C group. Sorry. So remember, we've got men's B, ladies B, men's C, ladies C, and para-cyclists out there. So there's lots going on. So this is ladies C. So next time I'm going to start with ladies B, fast ladies. I want to see everyone. Okay, so we've got 14 ladies done. It looks like Elena will be next. She's on the final straightaway now. Let's just bounce back. So we know she's got 15th place. And let's let this pop in. Here we go. She's still climbing. So Anna is 30 kilometers. So yeah, 6 kilometers still to go. We've got Sarah Jane Voos out there, still climbing the Hawk Hill right now. And then we've got Brianna. Okay, so it looks like Brianna had to step off the bike for a second there. Let's just load this back in. Again, when you bounce around, when you jump, how can I say it? When you bounce long distance in the race, you'll find that happens. At least it happens to me. So we've got 14 finishers. Elena will be 15th. Anna should be 16th. It's a further 3 minutes back to Sarah Jane Voos. So she will be 16th place. Let me see, 15th, 17th place. And hopefully Brianna jumps back on the break. Looks like she had a bit of a mechanical there. Guys, I'm going to do this now too. This is what I want to do. So we know the results there. We're going to bounce out of this one. I really want to check this out here. I really want to see it. Let's go. I think there was 8 of them registered. Oh, I can't see them. That's unfortunate. Yeah, maybe there's just let me have a look here, folks. I just want to, okay, so that's women's Cat B. So we'll be covering that next week. Here's men's Cat B, which we did today. Women's Cat C, we just saw them. And Echelon Community Men Cat, this should be Cat C. Racing Elite. Elite, you're going to be checking that out. Make sure you click that live stream link, folks. You can see right now, check the timer. It's going to be starting in 12 minutes. Almost 13 minutes. Go to the Echelon Racing League. I'll put a link. I'll get more organized for the next one. I realized I didn't include all the links, especially the sponsor links too, folks. And remember also to go over to the Echelon Racing League website. You can actually contribute to the racers. It's a donation process there. Remember, these funds go to a good place for Project Echelon. Have a read about that. They've got a really good little YouTube video there, how they assist riders. And actually, I think I saw a little blip by, I don't know if it was on Instagram, Hayden Pucker got started racing through Echelon Racing League. So, yeah. They've been around educate, equip, and empower. So there's lots of resources that go into this to get people focused on that road to recovery through physicality. It's just being disciplined. It makes a lot of sense to me. Really wish I could see that para-cycling event. I know they were here. I think it was either 6 or 8 riders in the para event. Just not sure where it is right now. I'm going to jump back to my live chat here, folks. There's always people here. Okay, riders, how long have we been going for? Hour and 20 minutes? Not bad. Not bad at all. Kind of a standard stream for Colin here over at Inside Cycling World. I think what I'll do is I'm going to shut her down and I'm going to go hit that link and watch the Elite Men race. Jason Osborne, Hayden Pucker, so many other ones that I'm learning about now. I didn't check the full entry list, but it's going to be like a banger. So jump on over there, watch that racing, and also don't forget to stick around for the ladies elite racing too. Okay, riders, I will be leaving now. Back on the 21st for the next event. Please leave some comments after the video so, you know, people can see what this is all about. This live chat will disappear. It takes a while for YouTube to re-upload it. It can take up to 24 hours for it to re-upload. So if you look at it again later and saying, why is he talking about that? Because I'm responding to you live in the chat. And this live chat is some of the best part of the racing for me, because I get to learn things. Join the men's elite race. It's starting in, 11 minutes. The ladies are they're just over an hour after that. Anyways, riders, I appreciate y'all watching. Also want to say thank you to MyWhoosh for being part of this event, and actually Eric Hill too. I mean, I just reached out to him and said, hey Eric, can I do something for you? And he, you know, graciously said, yeah, absolutely, dude. Come on board. So, Eric, I hope you like this. Hope all the riders like it too. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next time. And I appreciate people pointing in, hey, man, go back to this position. So, anyways, riders, see you again soon. Don't forget to catch all my racing that goes on throughout all the week as well. Thanks for watching.